All right, so welcome to this special edition of Yoga for Anxiety. So I've requested that you have 3 blankets today, or 3 props or pillows, beach towels, support. So I'm going to just go over how we're going to arrange and fold those things quickly, just so that we understand where we're headed and we have all of our stuff ready and available. So one of our supports, if you have blankets, is going to end up in a roll. So you'll simply nicely roll it like so. And then the other 2 supports, and these, if you have to choose, if you have all uneven things, try to choose the 2 that are most even and kind of the biggest. These will be folded supports. So we're going for like a long fold, sometimes called a surfboard, that will support like the back of your spine. So if you have 2 of your items are able to support you more vertically along the length of your spine, go ahead and take a moment and just fold those up sweetly. Try to get any wrinkles out, smooth them out. Take your time. We have time, and we'll just get ourselves set up here. All right. So as you fold your things, you can have one of your longer folds sitting across your mat so that it can support your sit bones. We'll start in a comfortable seat in a moment. You can have your roll near the end of your mat, and you can have your other surfboard or long fold just off to the side. All right. So as you arrive, we'll go ahead and take a comfortable seat. You can be in any position that works for you. For some of us, we'll enjoy sitting cross-legged. You could even sit onto the edge of your long fold or surfboard so that your pelvis is tilting up and in and you have that low back curve. Others of us might enjoy extending the legs, widening the legs. You might even try a little something like this with one leg up. Just find a place where your pelvis can be neutral, so you can have a bit of a low back curve. Just trying to avoid having your low back spilling or slumping back, to find a place where you can feel stable and open. The restorative yoga is a practice of yoga that allows us to minimize tension in the body. So today we'll be largely lying down with the support of the ground, the support of our blankets and pillows and beach towels. So today we'll attempt to find a place where we can release as much tension as possible, sink into our experience, feel our breath, and find more grounding, more rest, more repose, more support. So we'll start today in a comfortable seat, finding an upright spine. You can take a moment and maybe shift back and forth or side to side, maybe taking any wiggles you might need. And go ahead and soften or close the eyes if that feels safe. To bring your hands to your lap, or they could drape somewhere onto your person. We'll take a moment to turn towards the breath. So take a moment here. Begin to feel the breath moving in and out through the nose. Every inhale, feel that gentle expansion. Maybe inviting the air to settle a little deeper into the lungs, into the torso. Maybe feeling eventually that breath down through the pelvis, even the pelvic floor. As you exhale, feel that pulling in towards center as belly contracts, diaphragm lifts, inviting out the old air. And just finding that gradual filling of the lungs into the pelvis again with your next inhale. We'll take a moment here to feel our breath like the tide swelling out, coming in. Maybe finding that oceanic-like breath. Maybe inviting an exhale through an open mouth. And feeling that filling into the space you create for yourself. Find a breath for yourself that feels wholesome and sweet. Feeling for that filling and emptying, that exchange with the environment around you. Take a few more breaths here. Feel for finding yourself connected to the ground and suspended towards the sky. Feeling yourself filling the space around you with every inhale. And then coming back into yourself with every breath out. On your next inhale, I'll invite you to bring your hands palm to palm together in front of your heart, or maybe stacking the palms over your heart, lifting your heart towards your hands, feeling shoulder blades draped down your back. And from here, we'll take a few breaths in and out together. So in a moment, I'll invite you to breathe in through your nose and then exhale through an open mouth. Please breathe in and exhale, let go. Inhale again and exhale, release. Take one more round of breath on your own time. Feeling for filling up and then letting go. Keep your hands connected to your heart. You breathe in and out one last time. And go ahead and drop your hands to your lap. You can blink open your eyes. And we'll go ahead and find our first posture. The first posture is called supported child's pose. So we will be lying face down onto the mat. So we'll start with a lot of grounding. And then our next posture will reemerge. We'll be face up again, but just see what it's like to let yourself sink towards the ground. So our setup will be gently tipping off of our long fold. And then we'll take one long fold, or if you have it, just a couple pillows, and we'll take it longwise across the bottom edge of the mat. The second long fold will make a T. So we'll go ahead and have that horizontally. This will be for our pelvis. And take your little roll, or maybe it's just some pillows, place it at the bottom edge of your mat. And then from here, we'll go ahead and begin to frame out our first long fold. Come to hands and knees, take the knees a little wider, and then begin to crawl ourselves down so that our head is supported by the long fold. So the tops of the feet will be on top of your little long roll. And we'll turn a cheek to a side. We'll rotate in a couple minutes. I'll definitely let you know when it's time to move. So take a moment here, make sure that your head is truly supported. So just depending on the props you have available, you may have to shift around. And you can frame your arms on either side of your bolster here. If you have glasses, this might be a good time to take them off once you've seen the shape. And then take a few wiggles of the hips. And then allow yourself to spill towards the ground, maybe even softening or closing the eyes, releasing the jaws, and just letting yourself drape onto the earth. Feel what it's like to breathe into the belly here. And we'll be here for a few minutes to make any final adjustments you need to get comfortable. And just allow yourself to soften down. Notice any tension that might be creeping in. Feel for how you can soften or let go just 2 or 3% more. Feeling what it's like to be held by the earth, by the support beneath you. We'll be here a few more minutes. On your next inhale, please gently, slowly begin to press into your palms a bit, just so you can lift your head and turn it to the other side. So just slowly rotating over, finding a place to rest on your opposite cheek. And then from here, we'll dissolve for a bit more time. We'll be here for a couple more breaths. Please feel the support drop into the support beneath you, allowing yourself to find a little more relief, maybe 2 to 4% for our last few moments here. On your next inhale, please go ahead and pick up your head. Rotate your forehead down to your blanket. Begin to walk the palms back till you have shoulders over wrists. And then begin to tuck the toes, just scooching away your props. And then press into the ground. Slowly peel yourself up. And we'll come to hands and knees. And then come to a seat. Take a moment here to just notice how we feel. Feel what it's like to be upright again. And on your next inhale, blink open the eyes. Keep your horizontal blanket where it is. And then take your vertical blanket and just stack it on top. So if you have pillows, that's fine. Just try to have some lift through the pillows. So whatever you've got, we're going to support the back of our pelvis with this. So just figure out that you have enough width for the base of your pelvis. From here, we're going to scooch around so that we're in front of our blankets. Take your rolled blanket, just scooch it away. There's just scooch, scooch, scooch. So you reach in front of these two blankets and then bend the knees, soles of the feet on the floor. Take your hands onto your blankets and then lift your tush. So your tush is at the very front of your blankets. From here, we'll go ahead and begin to place our hands behind our pillows or blankets and then take the pelvis forward as you come back to lie on your back. Oh, and pardon me, I forgot. If your roll is within reach, sorry, come back up. Take your roll behind your little bolster friends. And then that roll will support the low back, giving you a little incline as you lie back here. You're lying with back of the head on the floor. Arms can go wide. Knees will point up. And maybe the feet will widen a bit. Do what feels best for your low back. From here, go ahead and make sure that you feel length in the back of the neck. You feel the front of the throat is open. To make sure you're not jutting the chin way up so that you're more on the crown of the head. You want to be on the middle of the back of the head so that your airway is open and you can freely breathe. Make sure that the back of your pelvis is supported. Don't wiggle your shoulder blades beneath you. And once you feel settled, let your jaw slacken. Let your belly be soft. as we find this gentle lift to the back of the pelvis, maybe feeling that up through the heart. And really just letting yourself drape onto the earth, supported bridge. On your next inhale, begin to feel into your feet, feeling that connection of feet with the earth. Begin to gently heel toe your feet over to the right. Take your knees to the right and your right elbow. We're going to come off of our support and onto the hardwood or carpet beneath us. You just scoot your hips off the bolster, come to a little fetal position. Let yourself spill towards the floor, getting as heavy as you can be. And then on your next inhale, begin to walk that left hand back. Connect your left palm with the earth. Press into that palm. And we'll return to a seat once again. Take a moment here to feel what you feel. And then as you're ready, blink open your eyes if they were closed. Go ahead and take your little roll. Take it to the very, very bottom of your mat. We'll use it later at the end. And before we take a supported Shavasana, we'll find one more pose. So go ahead and turn your long folds so that they are vertical. And you've got the head towards the top of the mat. So go ahead and come to bring soles of the feet on the floor and bring the back of your pelvis to the back edge of those blankets or pillows that are arranged vertically. From here, take your hands beside you and then go ahead and begin to lie back onto your blanket. So make sure that the back of the head is supported. If this feels too abrupt, too tall, you could come up and gently stagger your blanket so that you have like a little bit of a ramp effect. So you probably want the back of the pelvis supported. You definitely want to prioritize back of the head supported. Similar to last time, make sure that the throat feels open. You can extend your legs, extend your arms. We'll take a heart bench for a few minutes here. To feel what feels spacious. Feel what you can release. And settle into the shape and enjoy your breath. Please begin to bring your attention back to your legs and your feet, one at a time. Bend your knee, bring its sole of the foot to the floor, press in, connect. Bend that second knee, sole of the foot on the floor, press down. And then as you're ready, you'll roll over to your favorite side, coming off of your prop, making a pillow with that bottom elbow, letting yourself collapse into the ground, get heavy. And then please press into your opposite palm, come up to a seat. Take your blankets, stack them up again if they were staggered. And then we're going to take them horizontal so that they come under the knees. Your little roll you can grab onto, bring your heels onto the roll, put yourself back. Knees will go over the support. And then you can walk your palms back and we'll lie back for a supported Shavasana. So again, find middle of the back of the head on the ground so that your airway feels open. Arms can extend, heels can flop, feet can flop out, heels might turn in. Take up as much space as you would like. And then we'll let everything go, sinking back into the dark of Savasana, final rest. Please begin to bring yourself back to the breath, feeling that coming in and out of the tides. as you fill and empty your torso. One at a time, gently bend one knee. Bring that foot onto your blankets or pillows. Bend second knee. Bring that foot onto your support. And then wag your knees over to one side, bending that same elbow, making a pillow, coming into a little fetal position, really still towards the floor. And as you're ready, walk opposite palm back, press into the hand to return to a comfortable seat, eyes closed or gaze soft. Take a moment to arrive, maybe stacking those palms over the heart or bringing palm to palm together in front of the heart. Just letting yourself drop into the ground. Take a moment here to let the breath wash over you. And we'll close our time by inhaling and exhaling through an open mouth one last time together. Please breathe in and exhale, release.